Hey everybody, it's me coming from you from the garage of the mall. Across the street is another shopping center. I have rearranged again. As you know, that's my part-time job, rearranging my van. Sometimes I do it out of boredom. Sometimes I do it because ideas pop in my head, and I'm the kind of person, and maybe it's because I have bipolar 2 disorder. When things pop in my head like that, I have to try it and see if it works before it will before my mind will let it go and get rid of it. So anyway, I did something different. The closet's the same. Let me show you. I hope you can see, because I don't want to open up the back hatch door because I'm freezing. It's so cold. It's been raining for days. So the closet is pretty much the same. I did move these two things over, and I took away the sink setup stuff, and I just hung my wash up stuff, my washcloth, my little towel that I use, and the one that I put on the floor for my feet, because I always end up getting water on the floor. But anyway, the closet part is the same. I put my mirror up here. That's pretty much the same. I did move it over about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. So yeah, I do have a little teeny less stretch room here, but I'm going to show you why. I found this super lightweight, and when I say lightweight, this thing is, I don't know what it's made of. It's some kind of wood. Either that or it's really strong particle board, because I messed with it. I jiggled it. I was at the thrift shop and I moved and I pressed and I pulled and pushed and knocked on. This thing is just as light as the plastic bin drawer things that I had. It's just a smidge heavier than that, but I couldn't pass it up. And the reason I couldn't pass it up is the depth. It's less depth than those. Those are about 12 inches, and this, I believe I measured it, was like 7 or 8 inches. So it saves me some room in the width part, in the depth part. And I've realized I don't really like having all of my stuff visible like this. It does look junky to me. And I might very well put some curtains here. I do have some towels, some of those nice big Walmart beach towels and stuff. I may put a curtain here. If I can figure out a way to put a curtain across this whole thing, I might do that. Or one on this side and one on this side, I might do that. But as much as it drives me nuts in my quote-unquote OCD-ness gets bothered by it, I also realize I'm not using a lot of this stuff. And I don't want to keep putting stuff in a drawer and not using it. So I want to start looking and being intentional as to what I'm using and not using, and keeping track of it. So I think what I'm going to be doing is a monthly purging. Something I don't use at the end of that month, I'm going to just purge it. If I end up having to buy it again, that'll be my issue. Okay? Most of the little things I do use, it's something that can be bought probably at Dollar Tree or a thrift shop or Walmart. So I'm just trying to really pay attention to what I have and what I'm using and try and use it. I went to the brand new Aldi today in Annandale, Virginia, which is near where I live. And I just want to tell you guys, I found finally one of these bottles with the little sip, and it has a straw on the inside. But this is glass. I'm so excited. It was $5.99. You cannot beat that with a stick. So this on the outside is rubber. Okay, the gray is rubber, but inside is glass. That's real glass, not plastic. So I was super excited about that. I've wanted one of these forever and ever and ever, and these kinds of bottles are not cheap. It's called if my camera on my phone will please. Please. There we go. Crofton glass hydration bottle, free of BPA, BPS, and lead. It's all about saving green or something. So yeah, wide mouth opening for ice cubes and fruit slices, blah, 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 blah. Dishwasher safe, made in China, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I was so excited about finding that at Aldi. There's no water in it now. So as far as the quote-unquote sink situation goes, I think I'm going to be putting it back here. I haven't quite figured out what yet. This is one of those Walmart 98-cent shoe bins. So I was debating about possibly using this as a sink. And I don't think I'm going to use this. I think I'm going to give this to someone at work. But I will be getting one of those blue bottle, water spigot bottle things like I had with the lift up thingy. I don't like this because you have to push it. It doesn't stay down. I like I want the skinny one that you lift up and it can stay running if you need water running while you wash your hands. So I put this here. There is a little teeny nail, if you can see it right here, drilled into the wood. So I just wanted to have it up there and see what it looks like. And so I drilled the nail there. Even if I end up using it, I won't be filling it that high anyway, so it's fine that there's a nail hole there. And this is part of the thing that would go and make the sink. So I don't know. And the 1 gallon water jug is still down here, so I can always put the tubing or PVC, make a hole in this and drill it into this for my gray tank. We'll see. Heater is here. Stove is here. What else? This is the RV stuff that I bought when it was in the clearance at my Walmart. It says 32 treatments, but because my toilet is so teeny weeny, I would probably get double or triple that even. So I only put about oh my gosh, 1/8 of a cup into my small toilet. And it was really good. It broke down. I put some tissue paper in it because I usually don't do that, but I did put some toilet paper in it the first time to see what it would look like when I dumped it, and it broke everything down. So I didn't poop in it. I wasn't testing that, but I did put tissue paper in it a few times, and it did. When I poured it out, there was nothing there. But I also used Scott tissue paper. I don't use the RV tissue paper because obviously it's not going through a whole thing like an RV. It's just going to the bottom of this. But I do use the Scott tissue paper, which when you're in a house is usually recommended by plumbers to use Scott, and it works fine. I found a nice 1-ply at Mom's Organic Market also, so I've gotten that before too, and it's just the Mom's brand, and that works really well as well. So even though it's a 1-ply, it does the job, and I've never had an issue with it. I don't need necessarily a 2-ply. All those extra fluffy ones, they're not good for you anyway. So the bedside, everything's the same. Bungee cords are the same. Fan is the same. I am going to be drilling a hole. Well, no, I don't have to drill a hole. There's a hole, duh. I'm going to be getting an S hook for this fan and taking it off of the zip tie. So I think I have an S hook, but I'm not 100% sure if it's big enough. I have some little ones. I'm going to look and see if I have a bigger one. But because sometimes I need to move this, and, you know, I don't want to have to unzip tie it and put a new zip tie it every time. Because right now, because it's cold, I'm not using it. I would like to put it like over here and out of my way. I tend to bump into it while I'm sitting up and stuff like that. So just lots of little weird things hanging up here. Just gets them up and out of the way. So yeah, I'm just going to look in my tool stuff and find an S hook. I did, because I put the heater over here, and it is bungee corded to this, so it won't go anywhere. I ended up putting the tools in the bin that the heater was in. The little handled bag was just, it was annoying, not bag, but the handled, oh geez Louise, what am I looking for? The hard plastic thing, it didn't work for me. I am considering putting them back in the handled bag, the actual small tool bag, and putting the tool bag here. I haven't decided. This is an ever-changing situation here. So far, so good with this. It has been raining, so I don't really know. There's no liquid in the bottom, but it only has been a few days, so we'll see. And look what I found when I started straightening out and cleaning things. I forgot I had this stupid lantern. I don't think there's any batteries in it. I've had this lantern a really long time. Oh, it is batteries in there. Sweet. It's just one of those things where I don't want to have to replace it, so I keep it. I have a couple things like that. Things that you know you're going to need when you're in a bigger vehicle that you really don't want to replace. Yeah, it's a pain. So I need to take this back to Walmart. Unfortunately, I can't take it back to Walmart because I Frankensteined 2 different things together. And my work wasn't open today. The building wasn't open today, so I gotta wait till Monday. So that's gonna have to ride around with me. Today's Saturday. It's gonna have to ride around with me till Monday. And when I get to work, I will put the pieces back together. They go together and take them back to Walmart. Because one was 25 and one was like 17. So that's 30-some bucks I'm not trying to lose. So other than that, we're good. This is another issue I have, is this stupid thing. I have been thinking about putting it across here on the top up here and then just moving all these things down lower. And I just might do that. If I put it up here and just bungee it real tight so it's pressed up to the ceiling as much as possible. It is always in my freaking way. And now it's like, you know, my laundry hamper's here. I can get to it, but when I go to take laundry out, I've got to move this to get the laundry hamper out. So a good tip, I leave my laundry detergent in a big plastic bag inside of my laundry hamper. So, you know, if you're a van dweller, and especially a minivan dweller, just leave your detergent in your laundry hamper or laundry, you know, bag. That way you're not having to pull laundry detergent or find laundry detergent on laundry day. You just grab the whole thing and take it. And for me, these work the best. It is ripping a little, but they were $1 from Dollar Tree, and I have 2 of them, and I just double them up. But I like these because they will collapse, they will press. You know, you get, once it gets full, and it's not thick like a, you know, between this and a laundry bag. I prefer this because it will stand up still. A laundry bag is going to be down there, and I'll have to open it up and, you know, reach down there and find it, open it, all that. This, I can still just take my clothes and shove them in there. So just a tip for anybody if you're looking for a cheap, simple laundry bag. And I've had these for, I don't know, since probably last summer, so almost a year. And like I said, Dollar Tree, that's $2. And if I have to replace one, it's not a big deal. So I always, I've always liked these kinds of laundry hampers. So besides the clothes that I have on, I have no dirty laundry. I did laundry last night, so everything is hanging up. I've decided I'm going to do the same thing with this stuff that I'm doing for this, except this will take longer. So I'm going to wait every 2 months to go through this and pull out stuff that I'm not wearing. There's a lot in this section I feel like I probably am not going to wear, but I'm hanging on to it. Don't know why. Bought this, never wore it once, although I did buy it when the weather was cooler, so I couldn't really wear it. I think I wore it one time with a white long sleeve shirt under it, turtleneck under it. That's fine and good. I don't go swimming, so I can't use it as a cover-up. I don't really swim. And when I go swimming, I don't wear a swimsuit. I wear a tank top and men's trunks. That's just how that's how I roll. Again, this is something else. It's a maxi dress. I bought it when the weather was too cold to wear. So if I don't wear it this summer, it's got to go. This I've had for over a year. I've worn it a few times, but I don't think I wear it often enough to warrant keeping. So this is probably going to go. This needs a little bit of tailoring at the, it's a beautiful jumpsuit. I wanted a jumpsuit for 2 years. I finally found one on clearance last year at Old Navy before it got too cold. And it's like a tank top on top, and it's a complete jumpsuit. It fits me very nicely. I took the hem out of the bottoms of them because where they were hitting me on the ankle part was just not as long as I like. They weren't short, and nobody would have noticed in the time I wore it. I got a lot of compliments on it, and it looked really good on me. Well, it looks really good on me. But I like my pants long, even though I'm not a tall person. I'm 5'4", and I have a short torso, but I like boot cut jeans, and I like them to almost if I'm wearing this shoe, I want it to almost be touching the ground. Like I want it to just be a smidge before the bottom, like a 1/4 of an inch before it hits the bottom of where my shoe is. So like underneath this little bubble area. I don't know, I just have always liked long pants. I don't like short pants. I don't wear capris and I don't wear shorts, so whatever, that's just me. Anyway, more videos to come. Please like and subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And if you have not entered to win one of the 2 junk journals, please go and look at my videos for junk journals giveaway. It's my very first giveaway. I have 2 junk journals I'll be giving away for free. So please make sure you do what it says in the description box of that video. And find me on Facebook at CrystalVanner, Instagram CrystalVanner, and Twitter at VannerCrystal. Thanks, everybody.